Always hurt me, Jesus.
Right now we're going to break for a
I think it re-broke my toe.
Did you let him win because it was his birthday?
I did. I absolutely did. I didn't want to arrest him on his birthday, I usually beat him.
Came real quick when I was gonna put you.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh shit.
I was just telling to try and come up.
How did we first meet?
Actually,
it was at a wrestling show.
It was at PWG.
Okay, yeah, it was at PWG.
And he and my cousin were talking about how cool their phones were because they both got Galaxies, and I had an iPhone, so I was not part of the cool kids group. And so he actually spent a majority of the time making fun of me when we first met.
That's how I show affection, by the way.
It is.
I just
to
make
this
fun
day.
of people. Yep.
To this day.
Yep, it's true.
Real life.
Yep. I was secretly trying to get her attention by talking to her cousin.
Fun of me.
By talking to her cousin. I was like, oh, I hope that she starts talking to me too.
You should just try talking to people.
No, I don't do that. I'm weird.
He's hard to get. In fact, I had to give him my phone number first.
Yeah, that's what I do. She's very kind, she's very thoughtful, she's very creative, she's very passionate about everything she does. I think that shows in her work.
He inspired me to be just better for myself, not for him, not to be good for him, but just to kind of believe in myself and tell myself that I can do anything and everything.
I mean, especially in wrestling, you have to be able to respect what the other person does, and I immediately knew she was talented. I'd like to think she thought I was talented as well. I'm not sure, hopefully.
I always told people that I needed to find in a significant other, like that one person has to be like my best friend.
And I've always thought it's been very important to be with someone who supports your dream.
It needs to be somebody that I can relate to, somebody that's not gonna judge me, and somebody that I have a lot in common with.
And to be able to like date someone who almost has the same dream, has the same aspirations, understands what you're going through every weekend. No, she broke my jaw once.
I didn't break it. Okay.
Last
I'm
Monday,
sorry that you
my jaw.
ran your face
1 minute into the match, basically.
into my knee.
Oh, she knew. She had it scouted. Very good.
Parents were there. Her cousin was there. In
My cousin
attendance.
drove all the way from Kansas
Yep.
to Cleveland.
Watched me get my jaw broke.
Okay.
It's really easy because we know each other so well to like piece something together and like make
No
something
words.
good. Yeah, like we're I think
No
we're on
actual
the same
words.
mindset too, and like our stuff meshes really well. It's fun. That's a word I don't use in wrestling a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, have fun. And sometimes it's fun. I mean, sometimes it is, and sometimes it's work, and sometimes it's hard. Wrestling with her is fun for me, personally. Especially because like I'm a smaller guy and she's smaller than me, so I can do a lot of things that I don't normally do. So that's it's a fun dynamic to play with as well.
Because we're so competitive just in nature and we're both so stubborn just in life.
So I don't think we're competitive in the sense where we feel we need to outdo each other. We feel like we need to impress each other. Like I want to have a good
I'm
match.
gonna be his girlfriend. I
Yeah.
want people to be like, man, your girlfriend's really good. I want him to come up to him and be like,
So I think we have that mindset more than just like, oh, I gotta be better than her. It's like we support one another and then we feel we need to keep up with one another.
yeah,
so
yeah,
we're
that was a
worthy
word.
of one another. I
Keep
don't know.
up.
Yeah.
We gotta keep up.
The intergender thing, a lot of people don't necessarily agree with it, but I think you can make it really cool and you can make really cool art out of it.
It's still kind of frowned upon, but that's because So many people take it out of context, and so many people don't understand how to go about doing it properly. I think that there's a right way and a wrong way for everything in wrestling, and I'm not gonna go, I wouldn't dare think I could go in the ring with some 6 foot tall, super muscular dude. I'm not even gonna think that I'm just gonna be able to hit that guy as hard as he can hit me. Some people think I'm gonna just go in there with this guy and we're just gonna be punching each other back and forth, which is insane because you're not even supposed to throw punches in wrestling. It's illegal, they should just be disqualified. But also, I use my momentum and I use things that I know make sense. You just have to be smart about it, but like, I just think that too many people are like, oh, well, if a dude is gonna punch a girl and she's gonna get knocked out. Well, that's not always the case. I've been punched a lot of times and kicked a lot of times in the head and been okay, so not even concussed by dudes. So I don't understand why, I don't know, it's stupid. I'm like so bitter about this. Not bitter, just I think that people need to have an open mind when they watch any wrestling. Have an open mind. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's not your cup of tea. But don't just decide that if we're wrestling each other that we're just gonna go in and wrestle like two dudes wrestling each other.
It's my birthday.
And now since then our relationship is more out there. It's more in the open. We were dating then, but now it's out there and everyone knows we're dating now. So now it's a little bit more fun because she does my offense sometimes. So we can tell a cool little story that we know each other very well because we do know each other very well. So this almost becomes more fun to where we can toy with each other's things.
I think the only thing that makes it more of a challenge is that you don't want to repeat things.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
So that to me is the hard work.
Yeah.
But it's not, because then we said, hey, thing, and stuff, and this and that.
Yep.
That, yeah? Okay, cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout, Johnny Gargano.
I'd say probably the biggest advantage is we get to go to work together.
Yes.
A lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
Yeah,
Very
it works
fortunate.
out to where we work on the same shows. I did a lot of traveling before we met, and like traveling overseas and stuff is fun and it's cool, but it gets tiring very fast not being at home. So we've gotten the opportunity to go to England together. We've gotten the opportunity to go to Paris together, and like being gone for weeks at a time with her there is worlds different than being by yourself, because it feels like home is there with you.
Yeah.
So, and you're experiencing this with like another person. Like we're there, we're experiencing it together as
and
opposed to.
It's kind of cool because we get to make memories that we can have for the rest of forever. And I'm a big scrapbooker, so.
I mean, how often can people say they were paid to go to Disneyland Paris and hang out for a couple days
With their significant
with
other.
With their girlfriend, yeah.
I mean,
boyfriend,
we had a
whatever.
third wheel too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So now we get to travel together. We get to, we're on the same flight together to the show.
Which is the best.
Yeah, like we.
There's nothing like being
download
able to
a
lean
movie,
on the person next to
Yeah,
you.
you sleep a lot better. I sleep a lot better personally.
This person told me I don't sleep on flights. I never sleep on flights. Our first flight together, we hadn't even taken off, and he was just like,
It's so much easier. Like it's not a stranger now. I can just like be like, oh, whatever. Promoters were really excited about our relationship because it meant they could use her more frequently.
The good thing is that we have a lot of support from fans.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fans like the relationship. And so now whenever you see one of us, they kind of are like, oh, well, where's the other?
Yeah.
And so if I'm on a show that he's not on, people will ask me about him, and then vice versa. So I think more than anything, promoters are kind of like
Yeah.
excited about it.
Yeah. We always consider what's best for us together. So we'd always talk about our options together, but we want to support one another in whatever we decide to do. But I think like whatever is going to happen will happen, and we'll deal with it together, and we'll make it work what's best for us.
I'm just saying, I mean, if either one of us goes to Florida, it's a win-win situation. Disney World's right there,
true.
and I was just saying, it's a win-win situation.
It's true.
The day that we realized we were meant to be together was the day that we were leaving the house.
Oh yeah.
He went to lock the door.
Yeah.
We both stopped and looked at each other and made a sound
well,
at the
same exact time.
Same exact time.
Didn't choreograph it
no
at all.
reason whatsoever in life.
Real freaky moment.
I was like, oh man,
Yep. That's when you know. Because when you
This
both
is my-
make fart noises at the same exact time.
for no
That's when you
reason.
know. That's when you know.
Unprovoked reasons.
Yeah.